Hello, everybody. This is Bugsy here. I haven't felt like putting up the usual stuff, like the condo. I mean, I could, and I probably. You know what? I will. I will. Give me a moment. But some people be like, Bugsy. Another question I get, and this really has nothing to do with like. This has nothing to do with what I was gonna say because there's still gonna be like an anti-Sonic Party video. But these are more as these are questions more as me as a creator more than, yeah, I'm pissed off at this particular group. Because there's gonna be a video for that. There's gonna be a video for that later, and I want to just talk about the creative aspect of things. Because everybody Because here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand how much work I actually put into these. They're like, well, Bugsy, I can do better than you. Oh, and I'm like, oh, really? Can you make your voice go like this, and like this? Can you perfectly warm up your throat so you can do some of this stuff for like hours and hours without feeling like your voice is going to give out on you? Can you? Can you work on so many different things for months at a time before you even can you work on stuff for months at a time and be like, yes. Be like, yes, I don't think I'm satisfied here. You're just sitting, people often wonder, I'm just going to say this, I'm going to call this video the creative side. Because I really enjoy doing what I enjoy, and oh my god, my Doom bobblehead once again has fell through the freaking. I don't even know why I do it all the time. I don't know why I keep it there if it's always gonna fall. Because, but one thing I want to say is that shit is going to get ambitious. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing about my channel. I would always want to do some big, grand video, whether that be something more series, or something a little more akin to a video essay. Some people will be like, well, Bugsy, why do you like doing this stuff so much? You're never going to get famous. One person used to say, Succubus used to say that to me a lot. What was it? Through Succubus, he would say that to me a lot. When me and Annie were on DeviantArt, which is where we met. And this chick would be like, but you're never gonna get famous. I'm not trying to do this to get famous. I mean, maybe there's a little part of me that still wants that. But all I'm doing is in the name of entertainment. That's all it is. I'm not trying to build myself up as this dude that really, just honest to God, always has to be at a constant 10. And I'm not trying to be one of those dudes that constantly has to make content every day and has to burn out and has to do it so much I burn out. I'm trying to do things because I want to do them. And I know for some people it's a very foreign concept to a lot of them because they don't get it. They're like, well, you're doing this to get famous and get kind of fame and clout and all this other stuff. But it's no, I'm not trying to do that. Y'all do that because y'all think the only way to get fame is to just fight with YouTubers and get clout that way. Or jump into someone's drama and hope to benefit. Or, like I said in my last video, it's mostly jump on a popular game and shit on the fans and hope to God that someone gets angry enough to make you a comment in a bunch of videos. because you know that's free publicity. I do this mostly for my own creative self, and I know that sounds fucking pretentious, but stay with me here. I do it because I love doing it. I love making people laugh. I love making people smile. I love entertaining people. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I do the Double Zeta Breaker stuff. Because I have fun, and people have fun along with me. And, you know, people can clown on me for like, well, your videos are just low tier, low effort stuff. Because a lot of people have said that. A lot of people have said, Bugsy, you need to get a life because you make videos. I'm like, okay, but do you know the basic specifics of my life? Huh? Do you know all the stuff that I deal with on a daily basis? No. Maybe because I only make you guys see what I want you to see, and not what's behind the curtain. Because I feel like you don't really understand that. I feel like you don't really understand that. You know? And and like one dude, back when I was still doing like, what was it? It wasn't Vidly. It was it was Flair. And freaking Jeff for Justice was like, what's wrong with getting views? And I always hated that thing. Because that just says, what's wrong with getting views? Let me tell you what's wrong with getting views, the way you be doing. You guys don't really care about actual entertainment or fun or being informative. It's all about trying to get people to, to value your way of thinking. It's not about being cool or informative. It's being creative. Y'all motherfuckers will do anything for views. Y'all will sell out your own mama. Freaking make stupid ass prank videos that really no one's gonna watch unless they're 13. And be like, you're funny. I don't wanna get too into it about stuff like that. But it's just like, okay, I need to move my dog. Hold up. Princess, lay down. Lay down, puppy. Puppy, lay down. Lay down, puppy. Lay down. Lay down. Princess. Princess, lay down. See, this is another thing I deal with. I have a hyperactive dog who loves being in my room, and I gotta deal with that too. Princess, stop. So I got to deal with my dog Princess, I love her. But she can be a big old handful. That always strives to just do everything she can to mess with things. Look at that. Stop. Stop. No. 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 Bad girl. And she'll try to jump on my desk like she was about to do. One of the many things that my dog Princess does. It's one of the things that I do. It's one of the things I do around here. People always, it's like, there's a lot of things you don't really know about me or see. You used to see my face, but you notice in certain videos nowadays, you don't really see it. You don't really see it because I don't want to show it. Doesn't mean I won't show my face whenever I want. I do. I'm not like, oh no, I'm never showing my face. I'm not Dream. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I've hidden my face for so long. I'm just like, everybody lost their minds over Dream showing his face. I'm like, are y'all that bored seeing a seeing a dude you watched in his face is like, oh, oh my god. Like, dude, he just wanted to show his face because he's probably tired of always wearing that freaking mask and just wanted to actually show you guys his face. And some of y'all just were like, oh my god, he's so good looking. Or people say, oh my god, he's the son of Madbat. Which I think that was funny. But I feel like, people made a big deal about it, and I'm just like, it just looks like a regular fucking dude. What do you want me to, it's like, and some people wanted to ask my opinion on it. I'm like, what do you want me to say? He just looks like a regular dude. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, there was like Dream stands that were like, ooh, yes, Dream is so irresistible. I'm just sitting there going, bro, it's just a regular guy. He's okay. I don't know, but I never understood Dream stands because honestly, just Dream, like, I know that there's a lot of like, there's bisexual, there's pansexual, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going on. But Dream sexual, you're only sexually attracted to Dream. I'm just like, bro, that's just being a fan. That's being a fan. That actually has a term. That's just being a fan. So I'm just like, okay. But I don't show I still show my face on occasion, but it's like, it's rare. Mostly because I could wear anything while recording, and literally, y'all can't see it. Y'all can't see a damn thing. I'm talking about I can wear anything. I'm not saying I'm in the buff because honestly, no, I actually do wear clothes around here. This room can get warm or cold depending on the month. So yeah, I'm never like nude. Okay, you're never gonna see me nude. That's something you're never gonna see. But I will say this. If there's one thing I know. I'm gonna be watching my dog closely now because now she's really freaking curious about my desk now, and that's gonna be great. So, anyways, back to what I was really trying to say. I'm a guy that just does things because I think they're fun, and sometimes, in turn, they'll think what I do is fun. And there are some YouTubers that I don't beef with, but if they start going into a whole different direction, like on some weird stuff, like they start attacking their fans and shit, that's when I back away. I'd be like, because some of these YouTubers nowadays, they don't understand these fans are what these subscribers and these people watching them is what made them. I'm not saying you have to appease their every whim, but you gotta understand, without them, there'd be no you making all this content. And then there are the people who are YouTubers, and they truly believe that they're above everything. They're above the law. They're above common decency. They're above all that. Because fame went to their little tiny brains and they think that it's okay to do all the stuff that they're doing. And then they make these stupid ass apology videos where they're like, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. And you can see, and I'm not saying like, I'm saying like one of those apologies where it looks like they're fake crying just to kind of garner some kind of sympathy. And I just sit there and go, can you act like a human being for 5 minutes? Jesus. Like, the worst apology in the world will always go to Fine Bros because they look so fucking defeated when they were like, "We're not trying to tell you guys to not make videos. We just wanted to make a community and blah blah blah." When really they were saying, we want to freaking just corner the market on reactions, and we wanted to say that, yeah, you're gonna have to go through us for reactions. And I just feel like that's stupid, you know? Because once again, it's just people finding a niche or a niche and just trying to be like, no, I want to be the king of the roost. You know, it kind of reminds me of Perfection, where he was like, no, I want to be the head of the Dragon Ball fandom. Making all these stupid claims about Bunny Bulma and a bunch of shit. It's really dumb. I'm only gonna leave that there because it's just dumb. Imperfection or Super Itachi is just, he be making, like, last I heard, that man was making, like, just grabbing people's female fan characters and taking them to be, you know, taking them to his character's pleasure dome so they can be, you know, rocked. So they can be rocked and dropped, if you know what I mean. And I'm just like, okay, are you okay? I just wanted to say, Perfection, you know that shit ain't real, right? You're not really doing anything. You're just kind of implying that you know someone's fan character is getting rocked and dropped. You're not actually doing it. It's just weird, man. That dude has issues, I swear to God. And I just hate people like Perfection, but I also don't like people like Anime Boss or Movie Boss who act like, well, I wanted to be the light of this fandom, and because one or two or three or four or five or six, one or two or three people said some things about me in my Sword Online videos and give me honest to God criticism, I'm just gonna join with the Sword Online haters and constantly make videos periodically about Sword Online and constantly piss everybody off. And it's like, dude, who the fuck cares? The only person that still like really cares is him, and it's really stupid. Because my friends be like, "Hey Bugsy, he made another video," and I'm like, "Oh, what did he say?" And I look at it and I'm like, Transformers is better than fucking Sword Art Online. I just be like, is this motherfucker for real? Is he serious? Is he really fucking serious? He must be. He must be actually serious. Like, I get it. He's just doing it to piss off the Sword Art Online fans, but everybody collectively either says their grievances and just moves on, and this motherfucker just thinks it's hilarious. It's hilarious to be messing with the Sword Art Online fans. We know the show ain't perfect. But it's like, this dude really be thinking like anybody really gives a shit about any of his Sword Art Online videos. It's just, I just feel like it disappoints me because he used to be a little bit better than this, and just him acting like a fucking bitch over a few people criticizing him just kind of makes me go, like, seriously, you gonna let just a bunch of people on Twitter sour your mood? You know, let these haters be like, "Oh, we love your videos," even though they think it's funny. Dude, like, I gotta tell you this. If you can't handle negativity of any kind, don't be on here, okay? Don't make videos. Don't fucking make fucking reviews. Don't try to do any of that shit. Because if you can't handle people fucking with you, then you don't have any right to really be here. Because, let me tell you something. If you are not prepared, if you are not fully prepared for this, people will see that. if you are not, if you are not like ready to deal with this shit, all of it, being a YouTuber and everything that comes with it, you should not be here. I know you may think being a YouTuber or being an internet entertainer is glamorous, but you got to deal with the other side effects of that job. The people who hate. Some people can handle that with ease. Other people, like Anime Boss over here, he can't because he's just fed up with everybody. So he uses the Sword Online videos as a way to just kind of make it as his outlet. Which I'm like, it's been years now since he switched from Sword Artist to Anime Boss. Anime Boss would imply that he talks about more anime than just Sword Online, but it's always going to be Sword Online because of his massive fucking hate boner for it. He's never really going to learn or grow or change because he just wants to stay like this. And don't even get me started on his videos on Movie Boss where he's talking about, I can beat these characters, blah, 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 blah. Because what it boils down to, if I had this weapon, or if I did this, I could do this. No thought, no effort, just kind of, I can do this. But then when he's making those Sword Online videos, I'm just be like, I can just feel the malice the malice he's trying to throw at people because he just can't understand why people still like Sword Online and why we all just kind of shook our heads collectively in disappointment. Because people like him will never understand for real. Because he sees it like, no, I tried to be the light of the phantom, so now I'm gonna be its. I tried to be its angel, now I'm gonna be its devil. That's exactly what it feels like. And I'm like, never strive to be the light of a fandom. Never strive to be the king of the roost when it comes to the fandom. Whatever fandom you're in, just enjoy being in the fandom and making videos. The last video I remember seeing was a freaking Anime Boss is Sword and Light's bad game. I'm like, yeah, sure, buddy. A fictional game that locks people in and a bunch of other shit, and like is pretty much advanced from what anything we have for real when it comes to VR and shit. Oh, it's a bad game. Okay, buddy. Okay, overcompensating because three people probably made you squirt a few. Okay, pal. Okay. And on the opposite side of that spectrum, we got Gex-Up. Now, Gex-Up, for those of you that don't know, was a guy that was kind of like a guy that talked about Jack and Dexter and a bunch of other games, kind of like in the same style as Spoony. He dealt with like one dude and then and just kind of quit. But then he went but before that, one dude that was actually really concerned about him was literally, he attacked that person instead of the actual dude who really set him off. And then made like, I'm a leaving and just, y'all should grow up and man up and all this other stuff. And we were never friends and all this other like bullshit. It says people that are on the internet are like spiritually weak. And to me, I don't see that. People like Gex-Up don't understand and the thing I want to bring home is that people like Gex-Up don't really understand the perks, the cons of this job. Because when you come out trying to be like kind of like a Spoony clone and trying to ape someone's style, and you have a little bit of notoriety because people actually like you, there are gonna be people who are gonna be a little bit kind of, a little much, and you gotta learn how to deal with that. If not, just leave, But the fact that he said that to every one of the people who actually cared about him, I saw one dude that was like his biggest supporter that probably used to talk to him a lot. He was in tears. Like, oh my god, I'm saying, like, bro, if you can't handle what YouTube can dish out, pack it up. Do something else with your time in your life. If you're not in it, you should just back away, pack it up. For some, this can be the most rewarding thing in the world. For others, people use it for a way to get easy money by just hoping to pander to the algorithm for some kind of monetary gain. And for others, they get way over their heads. I feel like the thing about being a YouTuber is that you gotta be able to deal with this stuff. You can't just be like, oh my god, I'm gonna be the next Nostalgia Critic or next Spoonie one, and hope to God that nothing bad is gonna happen to me, or no one's gonna leave me a death threat or anything, because you gotta be ready for that shit. People are getting more ballsy and gutsy and doing whatever they can, and you gotta just be ready for whatever comes your way. You know? You can't just get mad at one person who probably deserved it, and then you get mad at someone else thinking that that person is the same person. I found that out from Nitwit, and I'm just like, I don't, and that's just, it proves to me that I don't like GexUp, because people like GexUp. I feel like most of it was a vent, but most of it was kind of a little bit of self, just projecting onto people. Because he thought being a YouTuber was going to be fun, enjoy, and it can be fun in games, and it can be fun and joy, but there's always going to be that other side of it that you have to take into account. There's always going to be good. You got to take the good with the bad, and the thing about GexUp is he wasn't able to do that. Folks like me can, because we've been here. We've been here longer than anybody else on this platform, and we know what the fuck is going on. People like GexUp don't, because they think it's easy as 1, 2, 3. When it's not. It can be hard. There'll be times where the algorithm is like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you and your videos. We're not gonna push it out because you cuss too much. Or hey, we're not gonna put this out because you said boner maybe a few times than you should. And I've always hated that about YouTube because, like, legit, it wasn't all about, YouTube wasn't all about the kids. YouTube was all about the people who freaking made videos to have fun, to broadcast yourselves. Not for like, oh, we're for the kids. We want to push away from the edgy, like Filthy Frank, and we want to put more things like Coco Melon and all this other shit, Baby Shark and all this other shit. And that's why I said, I didn't say to YouTube, fuck off. What I did say was, I'm gonna make me another platform, but I'm still gonna be on this platform. I'm gonna make me a website, and I'm gonna do stuff there that I can't do here. Ergo, in every video where I say, oh, I can't say this or that on YouTube. I can't say this or that on YouTube or be too vulgar because I'm on YouTube. But when I'm on the Big 3 Box Studios website, I can just do what I can do and say whatever I want. Within reason, because I'm not gonna go on any huge rants or various tangents about other races or talk about my political views, because honestly I never do it because it's not within my nature, and two, I'm just saying, if you talk about politics, you're always gonna fucking lose. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, that's the one thing about JonTron I just kind of shook my head at, too, with all the shit that's going on. Well, everybody's being political, so I might as well jump in. I'm like, no, you don't. But hey, do what you want. Do what you want, John. No one's no one's gonna stop you. That's just like that's how I feel. Like, yeah, I keep the same ideals I had going into this, and I'm okay with that. You don't need to hear my political views on things. You don't need to know everything about my life. You don't need to sit here and go, is is Bugsy No Name a good person or a douchebaggy person? You know? Because you're here for one thing only. You're here for my character voices, doing, a Scourge video every now and again. Double Zeta Breaker video. A video where I'm just sitting around chilling, playing emulated games. Emulated games I got from my own supply. That I got from my own, collection. You're here for that. You're not here for, for Bugsy No Name, Bugsy No Name, the political hour, or what I feel about the state of the world, because you don't need that. You get everybody else saying that. You need a little entertainment. You need a little light in your, you need to lighten up in your life. Because everything in the world today is so fucking serious, and some people are saying we're teetering on World War III. Some people are saying, and I just feel like, bro, because my channel's here to just say, bro, turn off your brain, stop worrying, and how about you watch some videos from your old pal Bugsy No Name and just chill out for a bit. Do you some good. Do you some real good if you just do that. When Succubus Succubus and that person I mentioned would always say, like, you're doing this to be famous. I'm like, I hate when people say, like, you're doing this to be famous. And when I said in my other video, actions speak louder than words ever could. What in my actions have really shown that I'm a fame-driven person? But I guess, Succubus wanted to see the worst in people because of what happened to her, and I'm just like, bro, I'm just a dude trying to just entertain people. Or I'm a dude voicing a bunch of dudes while trying to be another dude. That's what I'm doing. What about you guys? What are you doing? Nothing but complaining and making and just commenting saying that I suck while none of you actually have an actual video to say to your name because you're scared to put yourself out there. But feel some kind of gratification. You feel some kind of gratification shitting on me and people like me because seriously, it's just the only way you can actually either get some sort of notoriety or just feel like you actually matter in this world. Because let me get you a little secret. We're all trying to leave a legacy in some way. Me, I kind of want my videos and just me trying to be the best person I can be to kind of be the, thing I leave. Possibly having a kid too would probably be pretty cool too. Having a Bugsy Jr. would be kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie there. I'm not gonna lie. But a lot of us really do try to leave our mark on history. Even if it's minor. I'm doing it my way. Making a lot of friends along the way. Hanging out with them. Sharing my interests and having fun. And I feel like people just don't, get that. because I guess when people meet me, they think the first thing I am is just this, this fame hungry motherfucker that's just trying to scrape by like every other YouTuber when it's not even that. I'm doing what YouTube used to be intended for back in the day that I think really a lot of YouTubers fail to grasp, and a lot of these new YouTubers will never know because they never were in the era where it was not about money because there wasn't a monetization system up and running like there is now. I'm just a guy doing what he loves and hoping that other people watch. That's how it's always been. It was like when I was first starting out, I wanted to be famous, but after a while, I realized something. I should want to do this because I want to have fun. That I want to actually show people some stuff. Or talk about the stuff I want to talk about. Then rather than just, oh yeah, I'm going to shield for everybody and for the algorithm and that's what I'll do. Because that's not me. But I do hate it when people will go up to Shady Gamer and just say like, the Shady Gamer, and they'll be like, he's a shill because he likes freaking multiverses. And I'm like, bro, a lot of us like multiverses. Just because we talk about it don't mean we're shills. It's like y'all just hate it because this man loves this game so much and you don't understand. You're scratching your head in awestruck silence of why this man likes it. And sure, he does make some takes where like, yeah, Multiverses deserves the win in the Game Awards. Nah, I really felt like KOF deserved something because I just feel like KOF deserves something, man. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm a KOF. I'm a Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat KOF man. I have been kind of tuning out of Street Fighter ever since it kind of got dumb. But I'm doing Street Fighter and I'm going back into KOF and I'm feeling that. I'm beating people in Jam GG, playing my favorite KOF game, which is 98. Yeah, I love 98, man. I don't know why, I just do. Man, it's because it's one of those dream matches, one of those dream match games where it's like, it doesn't really focus too heavily. It doesn't focus on story. It's just you and it's you and just your characters fighting, and it's glorious. It's glorious. So people will be like, and some people will be like, why do you have MUVR? Why do you emulate games? And I think I said this before, but it's really just because it's like MUVR is like my own corner of nostalgia where I can just chill. If I'm having a fuck day, I can just go in, chill for a few hours. If I got my VR headset, I'm gonna put that on and just chill in MUVR and watch some shit while getting kind of nauseous. Because that's what people like me. That's what people like me do. Who can say that they have their own little corner of nostalgia they can just go into when they just feel like, man, they got a shit day and, perk themselves up when they can watch the shit that they used to love when they were kids and just chill out and have fun and listen to some music of the time when they were really into music. I know some people it's like, this is old man, old head bullshit, and it probably is. Some of it probably is. But I'm just saying, at some point you're gonna be like me and be like, oh, okay, I kind of have nostalgia for this. Let me go in for a minute. Let me go do something for a minute, and boom. Because I feel like more things like MUVR are gonna be created to where you can do more than what you can do. Although MUVR to me will always be like the top Like seriously, I bet you if you really wanted to do it, you could sleep in VR. No. Seriously, you could sleep in MUVR, and it would just it would be you could just have like a regular day in there. I don't think I ever will do that because I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of dumb. Like, would y'all really just want to see like a stream of me just like in MUVR the whole night, whether on my desktop or just in VR and just I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping for like the 24 hours. I'm bas- I'm basically just chilling. It's just like a whole thing. I mean, would any of you want to see that? Because I don't know if you would. I feel like I feel like um I feel like when I go to MUVR, I kind of just chill. The first thing I do, technically, that you guys don't see, I'll be like, oh, now I got my computer back to the way it is, sort of. I can just chill out, play some, play some GameCube games, and fucking just chill and have fun. There are dedicated servers to MUVR, but you gotta have the same kind of stuff that everybody else has, and I'm like, I don't know if I have all the stuff that everybody else has. I wanna just, you know, but you can actually just chill there and have some friends and just have a community and just chill with some friends. I just wish my friends had MUVR like I did, so we can all just chill in this virtual space playing fucking just Nintendo 64 all night. It's been, how rare that is to get like 4 people to play Nintendo 64 with you, even if it is like emulated. It's kind of a hard thing to do sometimes because everybody's doing their own thing. But yeah, I know some people go like, but they're like, okay, that's why you like that and that, but why do you choose to do like fan fiction? And okay, this is a long story, but I'm gonna break it down the best I can. Once upon a time, there was an ambitious teenager who loved Team V, which was a team of villains that was fan fiction related. He wanted to make his own team called Team H. And Team H was actually an offshoot of what he was working on previously. What he's working on currently. They were going to be one continuity, but he decided to make their own separate continuity. What was the start of the Bugsy verse? But he didn't call it that. I didn't call it that back then. Then I put various ideas and various things and ideas into this universe I was creating. And there was this wiki called Legend of Multiverse, and I was able to join in and kind of contribute to it until some people kicked me out of it. And, feeling slightly a little angry, a little ticked off, I decided, and I remember this clearly, I said, screw them, I'm gonna go do my own thing. Where I can make the kind of lore I want to make without it clashing with everybody else. Because in the beginning, Team H was going to have the same kind of continuity as the Legends of the Multiverse wiki with all these characters and stuff being together. Think of Pooh's Adventures, but way more intricate in what stories we were trying to tell. So we're gonna just have characters like, oh my God, Winnie the Pooh, you're in freaking Aladdin with Tigger and Piglet. You know, it was more elaborate, and like I just decided I wanted to do this my way, and that's kind of how the Bugsyverse got started. Now, the different Bugsies, that was kind of a thing I wanted to do because I love multiverse-like stories. And I was like, I can make stories about other characters, which I still can't, which I do, or I can make versions of my character and make like 3 or 4 or 5 or more of them, telling all different stories, but kind of still keeping the same kind of character beat intact. Because that is what it means for the Bugsyverse. And I've always loved making fan fiction from the day I made Living in Tenchi's House. Yes, that's what I called it. That's what I called it. And I just had this knack, this drive to write about all this fictional stuff I loved. And I kept going with it. I know not a lot of people care about that, but hey, if you're clicking on this video, you know what you're about. You know, if you see this title, you know what you're in for. Don't be like, I didn't come here for this. Then why did you click this video at all, man? Like, why did you sit here and go, I'm gonna click on this video? That's another thing. I'll be like, some people will look at these videos that I do and just be so perplexed on what the fuck I'm doing, and it's just so annoying because like, isn't it clear from the title? Are you really not getting what I'm putting down here? Are you that inept to not know what I'm doing here? You know, it's really annoying. And the people who look at my old videos when I'm like, my old Fanbear Basher videos, thinking that I still hold the same ideals that I do back then, is just annoying too. Because it's like, do you not look at the dates at all? Do you not sit here and look at the dates? I'm just so annoyed by that. And then there are the people that will come into my RG Sonic Online videos and be like, whoa. Can you make another issue, please? Hurry. And I got mad at that because 1, I'm not the guy who makes it, and 2, you're rushing people who take their time to make art and shit. It's not as easy as you make it out to be, just because you're the consumer. And I'm just the guy who freaking just brings it to people's attention. I'm not the guy who works on the art team or anything. I just like to give the people who make RG Sonic Online just some credit. You know, just a big thank you. And I do it in character because that's kind of the whole driving force of my videos. It's called the Big 3 Box Network, not the Sonic Network, not the Fan King Network, but the Big 3 Box Network. And I called it Big, and the reason I added the box into it, I don't know, because I was thinking about Foxbox and it just kind of stuck. But I still keep the handle Boobo Fan because I don't want to forget where this channel came from. What I used to be before I was the ever entertaining, the ever chaotic Bugsy No Name. You know? You gotta remember where you came from, you know? Whether it be your background or something like this. Something as innocuous as this. And it may not be special. And if you make a YouTube channel like mine, it may not be special to everybody else in this world. People will think that this is just low-tier garbage because a man is sitting here in a virtual room just talking about what makes his YouTube way, his way. And they're going to think that it's garbage. But to you, your videos are an extension of yourself, of what you feel, what you think, what you do. And those rant videos are what I used to think at the time. People act like, people act like, you know, that's why I don't like when people pander, because you're not really talking about what you think and what you like to do. You're just dancing for the crowd, hoping to God that by some miracle you get monetized. And trust me, on YouTube you can't really do that. You gotta be squeaky clean. Think of it like WWE in the PG era. That's YouTube all the fucking way. Some of us can't even be ourselves without heavily doses of, heavily being dosed with a little bit of censorship. Or YouTube deeming us not advertiser friendly because we say a bunch of fucks and shits. And I just made my website as a way of just combating that and doing what I wanted. Also because, someone tried to pretend to be a Warner Brothers employee and to almost gave me a strike on my video. And, YouTube didn't help me at all, so that's a factor in it too. I mean, it's better now because now when people try to do that, they gotta actually prove that they're the company taking your shit down now. But I'm still sticking with my website because now that's just an extension of what this is. What I've been trying to build for the last 2 to 3 years. And I want to keep going on that. And I want people to be there to join me, to be entertained. Because nothing makes my day than hearing comments from you guys saying how my videos are good, how my videos are entertaining and fun and enjoyable to you. When I'm having a shitty day and I'm in MEVR and I'm on my phone, I'd be like, oh, what are people saying? And then I look at this really awesome comment, like, oh, this video is awesome, and a bunch of other stuff. I rarely get those now because, YouTube hides me like a dirty secret. But when I do, it's the greatest feeling I could ever receive. Because I'm not in it for the money. Although that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool if I was getting paid to just do videos like this. I'm doing it because I want to. Because it's what I love doing. And I feel like people need to understand that that's the real reason why I do anything. Because this has been a part of me for a whole decade. I'm not turning back. I even think I'm going to be doing videos when I'm old and gray, and the only thing I can talk about is these confirmed new freaking these new virtual reality games that put you into that are holographic and can do all this stuff. And I'll still be an old dude just popping out emulator after emulator after emulator making videos. Because that right there is how I would live. That's how I'm going to live as a senior citizen right there. But hey, I get it. You didn't want to hear me drone on and on and on and on and on about my channel, about myself, and about what I think about things. But I feel like if anybody really wants to know really who I am and what I do, I feel like this is a good video to start. Because next year, I'm ramping everything up to a 10. You better be ready, folks. Because I am going to I am going to slam you with quality entertainment, the likes of which you have never seen in your lives, but still keeping the style that makes me me. It makes this channel what it is, because that is what I strive to do. I'm Bugsy J No Name. And I want you all to know that this is my passion. And I'll keep doing it, and I'll keep following my bliss until that bliss runs out. And I'm just in my virtual room, I'm in my MEVR nostalgia room, just going, But even then, I'll still have other things to do. I'm gonna be doing more Doom stuff too, because rip and tear, rip and tear, rip and tear. And nightlife is coming back, as you know. And even I'm trying to revamp the big three box TV. I'm not gonna add network into it anymore. I'm actually gonna revamp that a little bit. Big three box TV just sounds a lot more catchier and a little less wordy than just putting network into it. Because putting TV and network is kind of an oxymoron when you think about it. I think I might even change the banner too. People, and I know that people will always see me as like, that weird dude that makes the things. But my friends, I'm always gonna be that dude that tries to squeeze a little entertainment out of everything he does, and try to make his friends entertained. With my girlfriend Annie, I'm always gonna be the dude that's always in her corner no matter what. And with my mom and my family, I'm always gonna be that. I'm always gonna be that guy that. I'm always gonna be the son, the brother. I'm always gonna be the son, the brother, the nephew, the uncle. That literally is the weirdest person in the room, spouting freaking references that they don't understand, but still being me at the end of the day. That, in essence, is who I am. Sorry if that last part made it sound sorry if that last part made me sound very pretentious, but hey. I kind of reserve the right to indulge a little bit. But I shall see you all later. I hope you enjoyed this video and, hope you learned something. I'll see you guys later. Peace, and remember, laughter is the best weapon we got in times like this. Always remember that. It's the most powerful tool we got as humans. Remember that. Peace. I'm out of here. Time to go put this video in the vault and then edit it tomorrow. Peace.